Okay, we heard Matt, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Yes, those are our seasons, but they're also the categories of color analysis, which is trending all over social media right now. So joining me now is Megan Bentley, better known as the Color Countess, which I just love your title so much.
Well, thank you so much. And I am master trained in 16 seasons. It's expanded very much since the 80s and 90s.
Wait, that is amazing. And
Yes.
of course, you have your beautiful mother.
She's my model
here.
today.
I'm so excited about this. This has really been all over social media, especially recently.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about this.
So I think it's sweeping the nation because we're a nation that's really interested in looking slimmer, looking younger, and all of that can be accomplished with color, and it's much faster than Ozempic. It's true, it's fair, it's fair.
You are amazing. Okay, and this can all be done by just knowing the right color?
Knowing the right colors. When we put on colors that match your undertone, that harmonize with that undertone, I can make your eyes twinkle, give a glow up to your skin, and give you great dimension to your hair.
I believe it because I told you, I have viewers write in all the time. When I wear green, they write in and they're like, your eyes today are glowing. So I even tend to lean more towards jewel tones. I don't even know if that is correct. But how does this work? You start the process.
Sure, and I'd like to respond to that too,
Okay.
because a lot of people will say, oh, green or blue, that matches your eyes. But how much are we sacrificing to make that eye twinkle? So we want to get the right green or the right blue on you.
True.
But to your point, yes, I've made it very simple. It is a 3-step process.
Okay.
The first step is we want to find your undertone. So do you look best in these warm base colors that are yellow, or do you look best in these blue base colors, which are cool? This means you have more dominant hemoglobin. This simply means that you have more dominant keratin. And then from there, just like there are colors congruent in nature, the same are for our features. So we want to place you in a home season, a spring, an autumn, a summer, or a winter.
It is amazing.
And from there, we want to see if you flow to any other season. So a winter flowing to a spring, that would make you a bright winter. There's all the options.
There's so many options. Even when you came in, I said, okay, I'm very used to, even when choosing makeup for TV especially, I thought you look at your veins, right, to find out if your undertone is cool. And you said, no, that's so
That's
outdated.
a myth. That's a myth. Has nothing to do with your undertone.
Wow. Okay,
Yes.
so it has to do with these colors. Walk us through what you're doing with your mom.
Well, I'd love to do step 1, which is
Okay.
an undertone assessment, and I'll just come behind her right here. So what we want to do, and Mom, I'll have you hold the
Which,
corners
by the way,
here.
they are twins.
We're
That is so
twins. I
beautiful.
love this. So what I'm looking for is, where do I see the color first?
Okay.
I'm also looking for, where does my mother look her best and healthiest? So we're going to put on the warm colors here. So here's warm, and I'll hold those, Mom. You can let go. And cool, warm, cool. Let's go in deeper with the drape just so we can tell a little bit more. What I'm looking for is, I want my mother to be the main character, not the other way around. So
Okay,
here we are.
so you're looking for like a certain glow in the face, pretty much?
I am, and
Okay.
here we are. Warm,
Ooh.
cool, warm, cool. Lauren, what do you think she is?
I would say warm.
You would say warm, and I'd give you the buzzer.
No way.
So what we see happening here, there's a good connection between my mother's skin tone and the color here. There's a
Okay.
nice pinkiness that's flushing in her face. When we place this warm tone on her, a cast of yellow goes over the face versus a glow that comes within.
Okay, I can
in
see
3,
it.
2, 1. There's my mom. Everything comes forward. So the same happens, and Mom, you can go ahead and hold this drape one more time. The same thing happens when we see all of these colors under her face. You see that
Megan.
warm cast, and there she is.
Wow.
Whoops, there you go. And
You
there
can
she is.
actually truly see a difference.
You can truly see
You
a
know?
difference, and that's what gives you the confidence, that glow up from within. And from there, we would assign her a home season, and then
Okay.
that's where the flows come in. So back in the 80s and 90s, they would say, hey, you are a home season winter, but you flow to a spring, so you can go ahead and wear all these colors. You would never decorate your home like this. You would
No,
look like a lunatic, right? So today, if these two were to have a baby, what they share together, this cool winter and this the warmth of spring, if they were to have a baby, you'd have a neutral baby. They share the brightness of colors, and this would be your perfect palette. So we can get very nuanced in the colors that we're choosing to wear.
It's amazing. And by the way, you are located out of Ohio, but you said you can touch base with people all all over the world.
All over
right?
the world with my virtual photo color analysis, which you send in the photos, I do the heavy lifting, and you live in your iconic colors for the rest of your life.
How cool is that? How can people get a hold of you?
I think the easiest way is www.thecolorcountess.com. But if you are looking to find the transformations, the makeovers, and sometimes the tears, it's on my Instagram or TikTok, and the handle is @thecolorcountess.
You said a lot of people have a hard time letting go of that color, black.
Yes.
I tend to even love, especially in the fall, let's be honest, it starts getting cold. We live in the Midwest. I'm looking at my closet. I want to lean towards black, but not everyone should do so.
Not everyone should do so. In fact, only one palette should do so. Let me ask you, Lauren, would you ever dye your hair black?
No, not me.
Why?
No, I'm too pale. It would completely wash me out. In fact, I told you when you walked in, I used to have blonder hair, and I felt like it was washing me out. So I can't do black, no.
Well, the same goes for your black. If it's going to wash you out on your head, it's going to wash you out on your body. And we always think that you're going to look very chic in head to toe black.
Exactly.
However, if it's not in your palette, the eye will go to your body first and likely your trouble spots. You'd be far more chic in a head to toe of your best neutral.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. How did you get involved in this, by the way? How did you start this?
My mother had me draped back in the 80s and 90s, and we've been obsessed with color since then.
Yeah.
And so when this became very popular online, I thought, I know this, I should be doing this. And my mission is to transform the beauty and fashion industry. We can shop by size, we can shop by style. Consumers want to shop by their seasons.
Yeah, you want to look your best.
You want to look your best. So I'm partnering with some of these big brands that want to be on the forefront and giving back to the consumers who want clarity and confidence.
I told you, a friend of mine did this, and she said it truly changed her life.
Oh, it's so transformational.
Yeah.
And sometimes you might feel a little shocked and maybe a little bit just questioning those colors.
Yeah.
But when you see what it does to your features, you're absolutely sold.
Well, I'm sold.
She's sold.
Megan Bentley, I so appreciate you being here with your mom. You guys drove in for this. It's a big deal. Follow her, especially on Instagram. You have thousands of followers.
Yes.
The videos are cool too because, like you said, the reaction you get out of people.
And everybody gets a buzzer or a bell. I mean, it's up to you.
We need to talk. I need to go with you.
Yes.
But thank you so much for being here. All of her information, by the way, will be on our website. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.